Many of you know, well, you guys know that we grow rabbits, we raise rabbits, we raise them for meat, so we produce them, and we sell some of them. So another thing that we are planning on doing, we're trying to maximize what we can, our usage of everything that we have, and one of those things is we're producing a lot of rabbit. So we sell some of them, and then we use some for meat. But with a lot of rabbits and going through and processing them, we get a lot of fur. And so I've done a little bit of hide work with hunting and stuff like that. So there's been animals that I have saved hides of, and I've done some real basic beginning tanning stuff and everything. So we are planning on doing that with the hides that we get from the rabbits, with plans to produce some sort of income that way. And no, we're not selling the hides themselves. So let's see here. Get a little bit better angle. In this bucket, let's see if I can get better. So we've got in this bucket is a pickling solution, and you can see the hides. So I have a 2-gallon thing of water holding the hides in the pickling solution. So what I've done is I've taken the pickling salt and alum, and I have found a recipe. And so for about 7 to 14 days, you put these hides. So I have probably 14 to 15 hides in there that I have, from the rabbits that we've processed. So that's going to sit in there. So when we get back from our hunting trip, I will be going through and rinsing them, and then we will be picking the fat and stuff off of the skin. Now the awesome thing with the pickling solution that is actually something new I'm doing. So in the past with hides, what I've done is I have taken and salted the hide, and then I have taken, so I'll salt it, I'll go through, scrape off all the salt, and I'll peel off and scrape the fat and stuff off of the hide. And then I'll salt it again, because usually once you peel off the fat and that off the hide underneath that, things are moist and stuff again. So I usually would salt them twice, and then I would use borax and alum solution to tan them, and I would actually make a paste and paste it onto my hides, and then I'd let that sit for 3 or 4 days, and then I would come through, rinse them, and do it again, and then I would rinse them again really good, and then I'd let them dry, and then I would go through, and as they're drying, of course, work the hide, stretch them, and I don't use a stretching board or anything like that. One thing I've learned is the smaller animals, you really don't need to use a stretching board. At least I haven't really needed to use a stretching board. You can work the hide and still get just as soft and everything else. I think the stretching board and everything is more for larger hides. So this time what we're doing is we're trying something a little bit different, and it's because there's so many hides. 1 or 2 hides, it's not that big a deal to salt them and whatnot. This time we are using pickling solution, and we will let it soak for like I said, the 7 to 10 days, and rinse it. We'll do it again, Of course, before we rinse them, we're gonna get them out, get all the excess, water out, and then we're gonna go through and pick out all the fat and everything. Rinse them again, and then we'll put them back in the solution. Once we have done that, we will rinse them and shampoo them, and then they will hang dry. And we haven't quite figured out how we're gonna do that. Not sure how. Probably gonna have to do it here in the garage. But as you can see, my garage is pretty full. We got camping stuff. I've got to go through and reorganize this whole section of the garage. This whole section of the garage is not a whole nother project. This is my winter project. For those of you that have paid attention, I also have a YouTube channel for my 1989 Honda Prelude restoration that I'm going to be doing this winter. So this whole side of the garage has all of my car stuff. So it'll be interesting. We're gonna try and figure out how we're gonna do this whole hide thing, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna get it done. So anyway, we'll hang them somehow, and then as they're drying, we're gonna come out and start working them. Work them. Now for what we're going to be using them for. So right now, when you process the rabbit and everything, originally I used to cut right down the middle and just skin from there. It takes so much longer, and especially when you have 7 to 10 rabbits to process, it's not feasible. So the best way to do it is you just basically cut down down the legs and down the crotch area, and then you just strip right off the rabbit, so it leaves it basically whole. So we'll go through and we'll cut down and basically square them up, and we are going to attempt to make some throws. So this will be kind of fun. We're gonna make a smaller, probably child-sized throw, and see how it comes out, with the plan to eventually produce larger size throws, and in return we will be able to make some money off of that, is the plan. So hopefully we can make a little more money off that, which we of course will be turning back into the homesteading stuff, and continue growing our homestead. So we've got big plans for the future still, but it's little by little, and I'll have to make a video on how we got here. We explained why we did this and everything. The other day at work, I had someone ask me, how did we get here? How have we been able to fund this? I work full-time. Jackie's been doing some small odd jobs here and there, but we actually mainly live off of my income. And I would say 90% of our homesteading stuff has not even been taken from our normal income. It's come from other sources. So I'll make a whole nother video another time, just talking about what we've done to be able to financially support this program. Well, not program, but this way of life that we are building here. Anyway, that's a whole nother video. But I hope you guys enjoy this, and yeah.